Hey boo hey, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Lay and this is the Lady Beauty channel. So today we're going to be doing my Friday top fives, and actually I've been avoiding this Friday top fives just because it is so hard to narrow down my top five favorite highlighters. I have so many highlighters, it's not even funny, but I narrowed it down to my top five and I stayed in five. I didn't cheat and add a bonus or anything. I looked through my collection. I said, okay, on a daily basis, which 5 highlighters will I reach for? I must warn you ahead of time, they are mostly in the gold region, but they all serve a different purpose and they all have something a little different to them. So before we get into the clip for my newbies over here, I'm going to need for you to hit the subscribe button. Make sure that you hit that button and hit the bell to be notified every time that I do an upload. Callie said hit the subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up because it helps my channel to grow. And drum roll please. Let's get into my top 5 favorite highlighters. So for highlighters, I have 3 high-end and 2 drugstore. I wanted to make sure that I incorporated at least 2 drugstores just because I don't want to seem biased, and sometimes people don't have money to just be dishing it out on these highlighters. But highlighters, I think, are the makeup item that is an investment. You don't really use a lot when you use highlighters, depending on who you are. I've been more into the subtle highlight-ish. Not so much as like beaming in your face, just kind of a nice sheen. But I do have some glittery highlights that they do it for me.
Hi.
Do you guys remember Dilly?
Hi.
You want to say anything? Okay, let's start with the one that isn't exactly a single highlight. So this one is kind of a cheat. This is the NARS. Okay, I can't pronounce this, so I'm just going to have it down here. But it looks like this. Unfortunately, this was limited edition. So if you do have it, that's the only reason why I'm mentioning it. If you do have it, this is my number 1. The reason I like this is because it comes with 3 different shades. It comes with 3 different shades. You can mix them. You can wear them individually. So they have a more white gold one, a gold one, and then one that is a little more on the bronzy side. Y'all will never guess what I'm doing right now. It can actually work for multiple different skin tones. You can mix them together. You can wear them individually. I just think that overall this was a great buy. So if you do have it, kudos to you. So I'm not going to say too much on it because I do know that it is limited edition. So we're just going to go ahead and move on. So number 2 is going to be a drugstore highlighter. And this is the Milani Day Glow highlighters. And they look like this. This is in the shade number 2. I do have other colors. I think I have number 1 and number 3. So I think I have 1 through 3. But 1 through 3. 1, 2, and 3. This is number 2. This is the shade right here. It's kind of like a champagne gold. These are really tightly pressed. I love the imprint on it. Kind of reminds me of like a seashell. I don't know, I just think it has really pretty packaging. It's inexpensive. Of course, you all know that I have all the information for these on my blog, so make sure that you check that out. It's probably one of my top favorite drugstore highlighters. I highly recommend it for those of you who are balling on a budget. It's not too finely pressed. That is the shade. Again, this is shade number 2, Strobe Light, and that's it right there. It doesn't look like much, but when you blend it, it has a really nice reflect to it. So I will highly recommend this for anyone who is on a budget. So this is the Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Duo. They actually have a Pro Fusion highlighter, which is the exact same highlight, and I do own that as well. I just grabbed this one first. But it's this gold shade right here. This gold is like a pure gold, and it's so beautiful up against the skin. This really gives you 100% gold, and it's a little more reflective than the Milani. I like how chic and pretty the packaging is, and the one that is completely gold, which I will probably have on my website, it's in the same packaging. So that's probably why I grabbed this one and not the all gold one. This is great for the summertime. When you put this on your cheek, angels just fall from the sky. This is not a highlight for those who are the faint of heart. Back to drugstore. So my number 4 top out of my top 5 favorite highlighters is going to be the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter. Now when this came out, YouTube, Instagram went bonkers. This highlighter is another one that is just pure gold. I would say that this is the drugstore version of that Makeup Forever. So this is Makeup Forever and this is the Maybelline. As you can see, they are almost identical. I searched for weeks for this highlighter. It was insane when it first dropped. Like, it was almost impossible to find. But I went camping one day and we stopped at Walmart, and as soon as I walked in, their makeup section was right there and I saw it. I grabbed it. It had nothing to do with camping, but I had to make sure that I had this highlighter in my life. The product is what's important. I'm not too fond of the packaging. I think it's okay. I wish this was either black or, like, I don't know. It's alright. My last favorite is going to be the Fenty Beauty Trophy Wife. Now, I'm sure a lot of people were not expecting this. This is a green gold highlighter, and the reason why it's my favorite, probably one of my most unique highlighters. When this came out, Rihanna actually wore it to her launch of the Fenty Beauty line, and it was just this beautiful gold green, and it is intense. Like, this highlighter can get very intense very quickly. Let me say, it does have glitter. So if you don't like glitter, you might not like this highlighter, but for me, I think it's a nice step outside of the box. I think it's a nice way to do something a little different with your look. And I wore it with my everyday look, and it was still glittery, but when the sun hits it, it just gives you that beautiful reflex. I like this a lot in the summertime. And yeah, I think Rihanna really hit it outside the park. This is probably the most unique highlighter I have. This is probably the only highlighter that I have that I don't have a dupe for. There's no other highlighter in my collection that is even close to this. So that completes my Friday top 5. I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up because it really helps me out. And until next time, beauties, stay blessed.
Bye.
Mwah.